have enabled the cost of air travel to remain relatively low despite severe volatility in fuel prices and foreign exchange prices. In the last decade, India has made tremendous strides in civil aviation as passenger and cargo throughput registered an impressive compounded annual growth rate of 13% and 10% respectively during the period 2003 to 2013. The passenger handling capacity of airports in India has risen from 72 million to 233 million in the last 5 years. The Indian civil aviation industry is amongst the top 10 in the world, and today it is uniquely positioned to offer enormous opportunities for global aviation players to collaborate and expand their presence in this region. The civil aviation industry in India is experiencing a new era of expansion, which is driven by factors such as low-cost carriers, modern airports, FDI in domestic airlines, cutting-edge information technology infusion, growing emphasis on regional connectivity, increasing involvement of private participation under the PPP route, and the policy of development of greenfield airports. This surge has fueled the demand for support services like ground handling, maintenance, repair, and overhaul, etc. By the end of the decade, our vision is to propel India among world's top 3 civil aviation markets. The overall air traffic is expected to grow at an annual average growth rate of 10.1% in this decade. Domestic traffic is expected to grow at 11.4% and international traffic at 9.5% in the next 10 years. In order to handle the growing demand of air travel, government has allowed 49% FDI in Indian carriers by foreign airlines. This, we believe, would facilitate fund infusion and bring in global best practices and benefits of synergy. In addition to the greenfield airports at Navi Mumbai, Goa, Kannur, Kushinagar, the Airports Authority has identified 6 other airports for PPP after the successful experience at Delhi, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Bangalore, and Cochin. The government has also abolished the Aircraft Acquisition Committee to liberalize the acquisition of aircrafts by the scheduled and non-scheduled airlines, by flying institutes, and for private use. This, we believe, will provide an impetus to the growth and expansion of airlines in India. Government has also allowed the flexi use of airspace by civil and military users, which permits them to efficiently and effectively utilize available airspace on sharing basis. It aims at optimum usage of airspace, enhancement of airspace security and capacity, minimizing delays, conservation of fuel, reduction in emission, and ultimate benefits to the traveling public. Air connectivity in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities is one of the key priorities of the government. The government has also reviewed the present route dispersal guidelines, and we hope to rationalize the guidelines in order to incentivize a collaborative effort between the state governments, Government of India, the airlines, and airport developers. Friends, the state governments have a crucial role to play in enhancing the regional and remote area connectivity. I'm glad that various state governments are taking proactive measures to provide policy support to boost the growth of the civil aviation sector. For instance, the state of West Bengal has announced 0% VAT on ATF at Bagdogra and Durgapur airports and 15% VAT on additional flights starting from Kolkata. Odisha and Jharkhand have reduced VAT and on ATF to 5% and 4% respectively. Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, and Maharashtra have set up a dedicated aviation agency with the objective of promoting intra-state air connectivity in their respective states. Madhya Pradesh has entered into a seat underwriting arrangement with non-scheduled operators to enhance the viability of their operations and reduce VAT to 5%. Friends, the Indian Aviation Show is an essential part of our vision for India's aviation industry. I hope that the Aviation Show would provide significant business opportunities for the participants in the world's fastest growing aviation market. The previous editions in 2008, 10 and 12 were a huge success, and this year too we have received an overwhelming response. I am confident that India Aviation Show, as a showcase of latest technologies, innovative ideas, best practices and partnership strategies, would enable the participants to glean the opportunities in the aviation sector. With these words, I extend a very warm welcome to all of you. Let us soar together. Thank you. Jai Hind.